The Trojans roll to a victory. Anyway, that's what it appears on the scoreboard. 40-7, Turkey Valley over Northeast Goose Lake. But it was really a struggle in that first half. Goose Lake took that first drive. They marched right down the field and scored a touchdown. Just almost at will, had some big third down conversions on it. Turkey Valley came back, scored. It was 7-6 in the ball game, but it really stayed that way till about toward the end, really, of the first half when Jordan Schmidt blocked a kick. And we're going to see highlights of the entire first half on this report, and we're going to be playing them as we interview Coach Mark Scott and Joey Adams from the offensive line for the Turkey Valley Trojans. Some of the real big plays in that first half included a big hit by Dom Hayek. Luke Kennan had a fumble recovery. A look for a Jordan Schmidt to Marshall Rosenbaum incompleted pass, but there was a pass interference, a big play in the football game. And then a Luke Kennan sack. And Jordan Schmidt made the play of the day of that first half when he blocked the punt. He went into the end zone. Northeast Goose Lake did get the ball, but Turkey Valley got the 2 points because it was in the end zone. And then Jordan Mitchell, with some hard running, scored the touchdown, and Turkey Valley led it 16-7 at the half. And before we go into the first half highlights, let's take a look at just a couple of highlights from the JV game, which Turkey Valley came away with a victory in that one. We're going to look here at a Riley Merrick touchdown run, and also a Ryan Busta 2-point conversion. And right after that, we're going to hear from our sponsors. Our feature sponsor this week, Conway Funeral Homes, and then we have Palashik Locker in Proudman, home of those great brats, and Rube's Auto in Grand Meadow, Minnesota. Worth the drive, worth looking at their website to see what they have to offer. And we'll be back with more and first half highlights and Coach Mark Scott right after this. For over 125 years, the Conway family and the Conway Funeral Home has been there, offering a wide variety of services including traditional, cremation, memorial, donation for scientific study, and pre-funding with banks or insurance companies. They also lend strong support for the communities they serve in Cresco, Proudman, Riceville, and Ocean. Proudly serving you since 1886, the Conway Funeral Home. Talking with Mark Scott, Turkey Valley head football coach. Coach, third week in a row, you start a little slow, but man, once you turn it on, man, you really turn it on.
Yeah, we had a couple. They had a couple big third and long conversions on that first drive that really hurt us. But after that, defensively, we did a pretty good job of putting it on them. So the kids did a good job of coming up, tackling, and covering the receivers, getting loose up front, and creating some havoc in the backfield there. That really helped us to start doing the things we needed to do.
It seemed to me, again this week, that a block punt maybe turned it around. You're behind 7-6 at the time. The block punt by Jordan Schmidt, I believe it was, and then you got the 2 points and you scored another touchdown right after that. And that kind of after that, it was all Turkey Valley.
Yeah, anytime you can, on special teams, you can get a big play like on a block punt or a punt return or a kick return. That's kind of demoralizing to put points on a board, and especially a safety, because then you turn around and get the ball. You can only get your 2 points. You get the ball back in pretty good position to put another 6 or 8 on the board.
Historically, you have had great success on special teams. You must, as a high school team, spend a little more time on this than most, I think.
Yeah, we scheme for that. Yes, we do. I will admit that we do go after the punts and things like that. Yeah.
And a big, important part of the football game is always on the special teams. And Turkey Valley does an excellent job at your defense tonight. After that first drive, you didn't give up very much.
No, they did a great. Even a couple other coaches said we did a lot better job of coming up making tackles. We lost a starter there tonight with a shoulder part, and his backup came in and made some. Dom Hayek came in and made some really nice plays up there. That was his backup corner, and yeah, he did a great job. He covered his guy. He didn't hurt us. He did a really nice job there.
We saw Brian Schmidt at fullback tonight. I don't think we saw him hit there before, but heck, he runs hard, he's fast, and he really did an excellent job.
Yeah, we've tried to convert him a little earlier this year, but with some injuries up front, we needed him up front. And yeah, he's a 200-pound kid that can move, and he's an athlete. So that wasn't just a thought. We were kind of leaning that way. Then we had to get some kids healthy up front and move some people around. And yeah, that's nice. And then John Schmidt came in later and ran the ball like he needed to.
It does seem like you're building some depth right now on your football team, but Ben Novotny had the shoulder injury right away and the game separated. What do you think the future is there?
I don't know. I really don't. He's a tough kid, so we'll have to wait and see if it's a separation or if it's just a stinger or just a slight separation, or if it they said dislocation. He thought it dislocated, but right. I'd say probably more along the lines of a separation or something like that.
And we move on in the district now. Maquoketa Valley coming into Turkey Valley next week. They're a pretty tough football team. They were last year anyway, I know.
Yeah, and they're all back. Yeah, they're all back with their one big kid. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of their tape, and their tailback's a good little tailback. And we're just telling the kids, you have to tackle him you can't just dive at him because he'll pick his feet up, and he's got good hips, he's got good vision. Yeah, he'll be a challenge for us.
It's always good to get that first one though in the district, and you're 1-0 in district play, and that's really what counts right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We didn't want to be fighting uphill already. Yeah, that's true.
Coach Mark Scott of the Turkey Valley Trojans talking about a 47 victory over Northeast Goose Lake. Polaschik's. When you hear the name, you think of great tasting meat. Paul and Judy have been making award-winning sausage since 1983. But that's not all. Just about every brat you eat at ball games and celebrations around here comes from Polaschik's. Look for the award-winning Polaschik products at your favorite grocery store, or get your favorite cut of meat at Polaschik's Locker Service, serving you in the Protovan area since 1983. Visit their website at Polaschik'sLocker.com. Talking with Joey Adams, offensive lineman for the Turkey Valley Trojans. Offense doesn't move unless the guys up front are pushing people away, and you're one of the big tackles out there for the Trojans.
Yeah, that's a very true statement. We just try our hardest and try to create the biggest holes that we can.
And you're a big guy, but you don't have a lot of other big guys up front there at Turkey Valley. You have to rely, for the most part, a lot on speed.
Yeah, I could say they're a lot faster, but I probably am the biggest one out there, so, yeah.
Now, what's it like for a lineman, pushing guys out of there? I mean, what's the thing that really gets you going in a football game?
The thing that really gets me going, I would say, is just hearing the coaches tell you what to do, and then they give you confidence, keep you moving.
Or when a guy like Jordan Mitchell breaks off a long run, does that make you feel good?
Yeah, very good.
Especially when you open a nice hole for him. Now, this is your senior year. I'm sure you have the one district victory under your belt now, but Trojans need to keep moving forward, right?
Yeah, very true.
One of my best friends is your great uncle, Joe Kleshik. Uncle Joe, and you look a lot like him. I don't know if you ever hear that from anybody else or just me.
Yeah, I do.
He was a pretty good football player at Turkey Valley as well, a lineman.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I've heard many stories.
Were you named after him?
It was actually my great-great-grandpa.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Joey Adams, one of the big linemen for the Turkey Valley Trojans. Up front, he opens the holes. Great news, everyone. Now you can get the vehicle you want at the price you want and deserve. No more overpaying for a good used car just because it comes from a dealer. Rube's Auto in Grand Meadow, Minnesota has the right selection at the right price, and they will treat you right even after the sale. Check out the selection of their Find a Car website. Click the logo to get right there. Easy to find, too. Follow the directions to Rube's Auto, Grand Meadow, Minnesota. Worth the drive.
Jordan Mitchell the ball.